So the first link, avijja, picca, sankhara. What is avijja? Not knowing the Four Noble Truths, not knowing correctly, knowing wrongly. We know very well, we think we are very smart, but all we know is wrong. We think that we are permanent, we think that we are pleasant, etc. But actually it is not so. It is impermanent, unsatisfactory and non-self. So the not knowing the path leading to the cessation of suffering is avijja. So right path, only the Buddhas can teach the right path. Other people cannot teach. That is dukkha nirodha gamini patipada ariya sicca. Buddha teach the path leading to the cessation of suffering. There are various speculation and teaching about the path. Some they teach ordinary morality and voluntary works, helping others, patience, forgiveness, not harming other people, and also they teach mundane jhana. So all these practices are good, all practices are commendable and praiseworthy. But according to the Buddhist teaching, they lead to relative welfare in the Deva and Brahma worlds. But these practice or these mundane jhana do not ensure to be free from suffering, aging, sickness and death. So many types of practice you see, and some practice self-mortification, such as fasting, living in the state of nature, etc. And some worship and devas or animals. Some behave like animals, very strange. So from the Buddhist point of view, all these practices represent what is called Silabhara Paramasa. That means any practice that has nothing to do with the Eightfold Path. You know Eightfold Path very well. You try to find out what is the right path, and then you choose this path. So this path have three mega, Mula mega, Bhavabhaga mega, and Riya mega. That is basic path, preliminary path, and Riyam path. Basic path you believe in the karma and karma results, and then moral precepts. So that is basic part. You believe karma and karma results, and then you try to observe the precepts, minimum 5 precepts. So you already accomplished basic part, and then you try to develop your concentration. That is, you practice meditation, vipassana meditation, that is preliminary part. So as your vipassana practice on the preliminary part develop, your insight on the Aryan level occurs for a thought moment. For example, it requires much time and effort to produce fire by friction, but ignition is a matter of a moment's duration. So in the same way, the insight on the Aryan path, Aryan Vega is instantaneous, only just a few seconds, but it requires much practice of vipassana on the preliminary path. All the yogis are now developing preliminary path. Your destination is Aryan path. Very soon you will reach your destination, Aryan path. So Aryan path is very instantaneous, but preliminary path we have to develop for long, second by second, minutes by minutes, day by day, week by week, month by month, but the Aryan path is very near. So preliminary path, you are developing the Eightfold Path. So you put effort to be mindful of the object, and the effort you make is the right effort, sammavayama. With right effort, you try to be mindful of the object, and you are mindful of the kaya, body, vedana, feeling, citta, consciousness, and dhamma, object. You contemplate the body in the body. You do not see the person in the body. You do not see the person in the feeling. You do not see the person in the consciousness, etc. So what you see is correct. You see just the body, you see just the feeling, etc. So you are mindful of these objects, these Namarupa process. That means your mind hitting the object every moment. That is called sammasati, right mindfulness. When your right mindfulness becomes stronger, you come down. Your mind, as it were, goes into the object and stay there. Many yogis report that is no other thing, that is concentration. There is momentary concentration, and some yogi, they report excess concentration. So going to the object and staying there for a certain period of time is what is called samadhi, right concentration. So the concentration is one factor, and this keeps your mind and it's concomitant on the present object. It does not let them be scattered, and does not let them go to other objects. So that is the nature of concentration or samadhi. When you gain concentration, your mind becomes calm and mental hindrances are subdued. When mental hindrances are subdued and your mind becomes still, and you begin to see the Namarupa more clearly than before. You see the nature of these objects. You see that objects arise depending on some condition, and you see these objects come and go. So you see their impermanent nature. When you see the impermanent nature, you also see the unsatisfactory nature. Unsatisfactory means here being constantly tormented by arising and disappearing. Luckily, you are watching continuously, and you can capture that process. When you see the impermanent nature and unsatisfactory nature of things, you also understand that these phenomena cannot be controlled, cannot be managed. You have no control over them. They rise and disappear as their own accord. And also you see that there are only the mind that is making note and the object that is taken as an object. There is no other things which can be called an self or soul. That means you see the anatta nature of things. So that is right understanding. And also when there is right understanding, Sammasankappa, right aiming, right zooming the object, also follow, they go together. Right aiming, you have right aim and right focus, and then you understand clearly. So Sila Meghinga also accomplished, so you are on the right path, you are developing the Eightfold Path to reach your Ariya Megha. So one time you note and the preliminary path develop. If you note 10 times, then 10 times preliminary path develop. So the whole day you develop, and when the practice getting strengthened, your understanding of anicca, dukkha, anatta more clear. And finally, you will reach the area mega, and you will attain Nibbana, cessation of all suffering. So this mega sajja, the path leading to the cessation of suffering, you really admire, and also you desire, and you cherish. So of course, if you appreciate that kinds of practice, and resourcefully and patiently and perseveringly you practice, and finally Ariya Mega you will obtain. So most of the people, they do not know that that practice in dana, sila, bhavana, charity, morality, and satipatthana, vipassana meditation is the right path. They do not know. So if they don't know that practice of dana, sila, bhavana is the right path, there is ignorance, there is avijja. And the most dangerous avijja is ignorance in the practice. So vipassana meditation emphasize to note urgently, to know immediately as soon as the phenomena occur. As soon as you see, you have to know seeing. As soon as you hear, you have to know hearing, etc. And people do not know, people are ignorant that they have to note every phenomena occurring at the six sendos. So if they believe and if they think that kinds of practice is wrong, and they do not know that observing the every phenomena occurring at the six sendos is avijja, the most dangerous avijja. So people do not know that seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and various kinds of feelings are suffering. They do not know, and they think that these encountering the objects are pleasant. And they think it is very pleasurable to encounter these kinds of objects. And they do not know that Nibbana is cessation of suffering, and they do not know that meditation practice is a path leading to the cessation of suffering. So they seek to gratify their desire through three kinds of action, three kinds of sankhara: bodily action, verbal action, and mental action. So Buddha said, avijja picchaya sankhara. Avijja leads to sankhara. Some of these actions may be ethically good, and some actions may be ethically bad. Some people will practice charity, morality, and meditation for their welfare hereafter. But some people we do misdeeds to become rich. So in Pali synonym for karma is sankhara. Sankhara is also of three kinds: sankhara by thoughts, sankhara by speech, and sankhara by body. Sankhara presupposes Cetana volition. The function of Cetana is to conceive, to urge, or to incite, and as such it is the mainspring of all our action. In another sense, there are three kinds of sankhara: punya sankhara, sankhara with its good karmic results; apunya sankhara, unwholesome sankhara with its bad karmic results; and aninjabi sankhara that leads to wholesome arupajana, which literally means immobile jhana. So Buddha said, avijja vicchaya sankhara, when we enjoy good fortunes, such as better life, wealth, high social status, and so on, we take them to be happiness. We take them to be conducive to happiness. In order to get such good fortunes, we do meritorious deeds. So our meritorious deeds are conditioned by avijja, conditioned by our ignorance of the fact that those good fortune cannot save us from aging, sickness and death. And that is how avijja is the condition for our wholesome karma. But for the unlucky people, they do not see the dangers in sensual pleasures and seeking them, and desperately they do something unwholesome. So those unwholesome deeds are conditioned by avijja. So in this way, avijja, ignorance, brings about good karma or bad karma. And what about our practice of meditation? Is it also conditioned by avijja? The commentary didn't say anything about that. Could we say that we practice meditation out of ignorance? But most of the yogis, they don't want to accept. But it is difficult to say whether or not our practice of meditation is caused by avijja. However, avijja, ignorance, is a condition for whatever we do in this life, good or bad. So we need to accept all beings except the Buddhas and Paticca Buddhas and Arahant have this ignorance. That means latent avijja, latent ignorance is completely eliminated by Buddhas and Arahants. Even we practice meditation, latent avijja, ignorance is inside. So we have to accept avijja, internal ignorance and craving, attachments are very deep rooted. When we practice meditation good, latent avijja is there, and when yogi when yogi becomes Sotapanna, stay avijja there, Sagragami stay there, Anagami stay there, and when you become Arahant, yes, at that time no more avijja. So Buddhas and Paticca Buddhas and Arahants have no more avijja. And in this link, why does Buddha point out one cause, one effect? Buddha said, avijja vicchaya sankhara. Dependent on ignorance, sankhara arise. Is ignorance the only cause of sankhara? Or if there are many conditions for sankhara to arise, why did Buddha teach this formula that avijja is the condition for sankhara? If avijja is said to be only condition for sankhara, then it is meaning to say that there is only one cause for many effect. This view is not agreeable to Buddhism. According to the law of cause and effect, Buddhism does not accept the three ideas, one cause, many effects, many causes, one effect, and one cause, one effect. What is accepted in Buddhism is many causes, many effects. So Buddha sometimes points out only one condition because it is the most basic or the most obvious or the most peculiar to that particular effect. So another example, Buddha also said that all unwholesome mental states are rooted in unwise ways of thinking, ayoniso manasikara, and also all wholesome mental states are rooted in wise way of thinking, that is yoniso manasikara. So it means the unwise way of thinking is the condition for all unwholesome mental states, and wise ways of thinking is the condition for all wholesome mental states. Actually, there are many other conditions, such as the sense object and the sense base, etc. But the unwise way of thinking is a unique or distinctive condition for unwholesome mental states. Also the same wise way of thinking is a unique or distinctive condition for the wholesome mental states. So the others are common condition. So sometimes Buddha pointed out only one cause because it is a unique or distinctive condition for a particular effect. So there is some commentary explanation for the first link. So we continue the second link, Saṅkhāra Paccaya Viññāṇa. So we will continue tomorrow. We have to stop our discourse for today. By practicing vipassana meditation, by observing every phenomena occurring at the six senses, by noting rising, falling, sitting, touching, walking, standing, stretching, seeing, hearing, smelling, continuously and meticulously, by developing the preliminary part diligently. May all yogis be liberated from all suffering. May all yogis realize the real peace in the very near future.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.